Dr. Daines, I've got my glasses on today. I actually have different, well, they're almost like a fashion statement because I have different colours for different outfits. And nobody really has sort of a stigma attached to glasses. And yet, in certain circumstances, people do feel self-conscious, don't they, with their hearing aids?
They do. It's always been that hearing aids meant you were old, and that nobody wanted to feel like they were old. Right. I do have patients, though, however, that want their hearing aids to be seen. They have all kinds of hearing aids. I have some that come in different colors. There's pink, there's green, there's red.
Well, that's certainly a fashion statement.
There's some neat colors out there. Yeah. And some people want people to know that they have a hearing loss so they can speak up. Right. Other people want to hide it as much as possible.
Okay, so what do they do if they want to hide it completely? I know you have some pretty fancy little things here.
We do. We have a hearing aid that's called the Lyric, and if it's deep down in the canal, I place it down in so it's just millimeters off of the eardrum, and it is totally invisible from the outside.
How long can you leave this in?
You leave it in anywhere from about 2 to 3 months, depending on how long the battery lasts.
Wow. So that's almost like contact lenses. You just change them every now and then, and they're good. Do they have to come in to you to get these changed?
They do. They have to come in when the hearing aid dies. When the battery dies, you come in and I put a new one back in. It's a neat concept. It's been around for a couple years.
But literally, if you turn that sideways, there's no way that anybody can even tell that you've got. Maybe a good thing for kids, teenagers who are a little bit more self-conscious. You get to my age and you don't care, but children obviously don't want to be seen, so this would be a good thing for them.
This would be a good option for that type of person. Another thing that it's good for is people that don't want to be bothered. The majority of my patients that use this hearing aid are those that aren't able to physically put a battery in a hearing aid, or they aren't able to put it over their ear. It's just too much work for them. They either have arthritis or something that inhibits them from actually using a hearing aid, making it hard for them. So we put these in and they stay in there. They don't have to do anything. There's no batteries to change. There's nothing to do until it dies.
So how about if you were to take a shower or you wash your hair, what happens then? Anything?
They stay in and they're waterproof and they work great. You can hear in the shower. The only thing they ask you to do is not to skydive or scuba dive with them. Other than that, they work great.
Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Literally, what a wonder of modern science. It is a brilliant alternative for people who really don't want to have anything seen. Where can we get this?
At 485 North Main Street, Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Okay, come in and see Dr. Daines if you want one of these, or if you want one of the little green fashion statements. What a good idea. Thanks, Dr. Daines.